8/29/28. Got a Rude Achiever Professional water heater. It really doesn't matter, but my point is these are the common tools. On this water line, this small one, 7/8, meaning that it's almost an inch. 7/8. Make sure you put this one on there and hold it, and you want to go down to make it clockwise to tighten it. This blue stuff, I'm not sure what is that it is, but the yellow stuff here, that tape, that's good for natural gas. Looks like this. Oatly gas PIFE tape, a 1/2 inch yellow. So the next question is, that's cold water, and this is cold water coming in, this hot water coming out. So you see that white tape there, that Teflon tape? Well, that's this stuff over here. Teflon thread seal. This one's pretty thick. Lawson Product Inc. Teflon DuPont, another half by 520 inches. And then looks like this. Anyways, you want to, if this is the bolt here, you're going to go clockwise. Because by the time you thread it in, it'll be perfect. The other way, it'll just rip the tape off. Now the question is, can you switch the two tapes? Well, Google AI says no. This yellow tape is made for very thick, high pressure lines, and you put it into the low pressure threads. For some reason, those gaps can cause leaks. That's what AI says. Anyways, another thing, this water heater is outside in a shed. When it leaks out. You don't have to have a catch tray for this. But if this unit was inside your house, then yes, catch tray. And then another thing I learned is I was going to go tankless. But tankless, all these connections here, they have to come from the bottom and up. So a lot more plumbing. Then you got to put a piece of wood here, mount that tankless. It needs 110 electricity. And the thing with tankless is, like if you live in a place that has hard water, then about every year you got to be buying a descaling kit where you're gonna run the water through one, and then have a bucket, and it sucks and it goes through the other side, and then that chemical cleans out your tankless. And basically, it's more maintenance than this, and costs more than this. And for the time being, if I want something fast, this would be better at. And so I found a whole bunch of YouTubers saying no to tankless. So I decided to buy traditional stuff. What else can I say about this adventure today? For the tankless, let's say for example, a ream, there's going to be 2 wires coming out. It goes through a thermostat on the wall, and you can set up the temperature 120, I imagine. And then I think if you just touch those wires together, it'll just always say 120. More maintenance, so it's probably not good for renters. This is good. This is my original water heater. Look at that. It busted through. And then my door here is like 23 inches. This is like exactly 23 inches. The one I bought was like 26 inches. So do measure this across another water heater. They're not all the same. I don't know how I made that silly mistake. Maybe I was in a hurry. What else can I say? California, straps. Not sure about other states. Now I got to deal with the hood and make it fit. And that's about it. Then we'll ignite it and hope for the best. This is, if you want to drain your water, you can put a garden hose on here. Like that. This is a girl, that's a boy. Put it in there. Point this to some other place besides your shed. Open this up and the water will drain out. But it'll drain out slowly until you open one of these, and then probably that one, and then this 40-gallon will drain down fast. The concept is like if you have a straw, and if you put the straw in the cup, hold the button, hold the top, and then when you lift up, all that water goes up with it, and the water basically is stuck in there. So that's what's happening. This thing is like your thumb. You hold on to it, you open that, and because your thumb is still on it, none of that water will come out until you release your thumb or separate this connection up there, and then all the water will gush out, and then your thing would be lighter and you can move it. But it feels like rock solid. It's full of water, so don't move it like that. Any other tidbits that's useful? Oh, these things, these earthquake things. So when you get ready to bend in, don't bend out, and then this adapter goes in there, and then you start tightening. So this is a smaller size than that, so I'm gonna have to bend in to make it fit. And that's that. Gas is off. So with water heaters, the cold water coming in, they have a valve. So the minute you lock that valve, no water's coming in here, that's when you can open that. And because that valve is there, you don't have to turn off the main water, so your house has cold water. So you can still flush the toilet. And that's a good thing. All right, Risker out. Things I learned from water heaters. I don't know, it just takes me a long time to do one and I forget things. So let's put it all in this one video.